Hey guys, and welcome back to another gold making video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you a steady gold farm that anyone can do solo to make a lot of gold. Before we get into it, if you'd like to learn the secrets of making gold in retail World of Warcraft, you can check out my complete gold making guide. It goes over absolutely everything about making gold in WoW. However, let's get right into this video. So where we're going to be farming is at this location right here in Terraka Forest. So all along the river, you'll see these spawn points that I have on the map right now. This is where all of the mobs that we're going to be farming are located. So you basically want to go around in a circle following the river. Make sure you go right down to the endpoints on each side. Now, what we're actually farming are these guys right here. Now we're farming them because they have a chance at dropping the Dampscale Basilisk eye. Now this is used to hand in for reputation and sells extremely well on the auction house. Within 1 hour, you should estimate to get around 118 of these solo per hour. If you're in a group, you obviously can get more. So what I'd recommend doing is checking the auction house, making sure the prices are good, and going off how many you actually get per hour, which is 318 roughly, depending on how efficient you are. This is me doing it solo with a speed set, and being pretty efficient, not wasting too much time when doing the farm. So all you'd want to do is check the price, times that by 318, and then you'll have the price that you'll get just from the Dampscale Basilisk eyes. They have a very good sell rate. They sell on the region-wide auction house, obviously, and they sell very quickly, and they're very, very easy to farm. Now, another thing that you could do to increase the amount of gold you get from this farm is to skin them. So if you have skinning, you can get a few materials that are worth a decent amount of gold. But when I'm doing this farm, I just like to go as quick as I can and get as many Dampscale Basilisk eyes as possible. These tend to sell the best and for the most amount of gold. Now you shouldn't have too much competition on here. If you do, you can just change to a different realm or hop to a different layer. It's not very highly farmed, and that is why the prices of these are still so good. Now at the time of recording this video, I was getting just over 20,000 gold per hour from the Dampscale Basilisk eyes alone. Obviously you can get transmogs and world drops from TBC. Because we are in a TBC zone, there are a few items and transmogs that you can get that are worth a decent amount of gold that do sell. But the majority of the gold obviously will be coming from the Dampscale Basilisk eyes when you're doing this farm, and they'll be the best sellers and the quickest thing to sell from this farm. Another thing you can do to increase your gold, if you're not into transmogs at all, selling them on the auction house at all, what you could do is that you could have enchanting, and you could also disenchant all of the transmog items that you get. If you don't want to worry about posting them up on the auction house, you can disenchant them and throw the disenchanted materials up on the auction house, and they'll sell a lot quicker than the actual transmogs. However, if you get a valuable rare transmog, maybe like a purple, or something that is a bit more rare, that's worth a lot of gold, I wouldn't recommend disenchanting that. Just throw it up in the auction house, and if it sells, it sells. All of the other materials that you get from this farm are going to sell very, very quickly. It only took me, I think I checked after an hour of posting all of my Basilisk eyes up from doing this farm, and they had already all sold. So I sold like 340 of them very, very quickly for over 20k. So that was a nice little way to make some gold from this farm. Comment down below in the comment box what sort of videos you would like to see next. Would you like to see more flipping videos, or would you like to see more gold farming videos? I'd love to know down in the comments what you prefer. Soon it's going to be patch 10.2, so I will be doing a lot of content for gold making and flipping for patch 10.2. So if you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the future videos that come to the channel. Alright, so we're nearly coming up to the end of this guide. So basically, as you can see, I've just been running around the river, doing basically a full circle around the whole river, making sure we're going all the way to the far ends, and there's like a few little bits that stick out. You need to go a bit out of your way to get to the end of the river, and then you turn back around, and then you just keep doing a loop around all of the river. These guys respawn very quickly. By the time you get back to the start, they will have definitely started respawning by then. So that was it for today's video. If you'd like to learn the secrets of making gold in retail, you can check out my complete gold making guide, which will be the first link down below. This is a guide I constantly update, so in future patches and expansions, I always will be updating the guide, and if you own the guide once, you'll have a lifetime worth of free updates sent to your email address for a lifetime. So that was it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.